As we approach the final 3 episodes of Star Trek Starfleet Academy Season 1, we can pause now to reflect on the fact that despite the show's low TV ratings and low audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, and Metacritic, despite how reviled the show is by a large section of the audience, and how I'm seeing even more of the most forgiving members of the fan base just tune out in recent weeks, this show is going to have a second season. There is going to be a Season 2 of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. More of this. Yeah, I can't see this show improving an awful lot in terms of quality in the next season. I think it's just going to be more of the same. Now, I want to give a shout out to a YouTuber named Greg Owen. He made a fantastic video recently called The 7 Deadly Sins of Millennial Writing, with a particular focus on Star Trek Starfleet Academy, and he really brilliantly articulates the issues that I've had with modern writing, including how all characters sound the same, using modern vernacular and modernisms everywhere. Everyone sounds the same, and how identity is used as a shortcut for character, and therapy language has replaced morality. It's a great video, highly recommended. I will leave it linked below. He talks about how there's so much meta self-awareness in modern writing now, and a total lack of seriousness, just constant irony, and that we need to move past this period in fiction writing. It's a really unhealthy mindset for young people to be consuming, and he thinks it could lead to a future of very nihilistic dystopian fiction. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. So that video is linked below in the description box for you to check out, and go over there and also subscribe to him. Anyway, this Thursday, episode 8 of Starfleet Academy will air, and it's going to see the return of audience favorite Tilly. Tilly from Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, she's going to be in the episode. Can't wait. And Tilly is going to be helping the cadets process their emotions and trauma. Literally, that was in the episode synopsis. Yeah. So, if you thought this show had enough crying and talking about feelings, buckle up. Because that's what college is supposed to be about, right? That's what university is supposed to be all about. Feelings. As opposed to learning skills for, future occupations, for your career, I guess. So I want to look now at this article from CBR.com. The article is linked below in the description box. Star Trek Starfleet Academy misses Nielsen's top 10 for second straight week. So, the decline continues, it seems. Starfleet Academy just got another dose of bad news. The newest Star Trek series on Paramount Plus didn't make the Nielsen's top 10 streaming originals list in its second week of eligibility, after also missing the chart covering the week of its debut episode. That's not an encouraging trend for the series. Star Trek Starfleet Academy faced some tough competition from streaming giants like Stranger Things, Landman, and The Pit. Other shows in the top 10 originals list again, including 11/23/63, a 10-year-old Stephen King show that garnered renewed interest when it made its Netflix debut. Now, of course, some people might point out how interest in the show, viewership, grows after a new episode airs. So there is going to be a spike, right, when a new episode airs. That's inevitable for all shows. But interest tends to drop quite quickly in the days that follow. But it seems that Starfleet Academy isn't really getting a particularly significant bump in viewership after each new episode airs anyway. It says, but Star Trek Starfleet Academy has also been absent from Paramount Plus's top 10 chart. Interest in the series did spike around new episodes for a time, but that's been less and less the case. Star Trek Starfleet Academy has already been renewed for a second season, which already filmed. Unless Paramount Skydance suddenly needs a drastic tax write-off, there will be more Starfleet Academy on Paramount Plus. However, the longer Starfleet Academy remains absent from the Nielsen chart, the more questionable its chances of a season 3 renewal become. And yeah, I have to agree, this show screams tax write-off, to be honest. It seems as if season 2 is still going to happen regardless of ratings, which is kind of incredible. But if the ratings continue to decline, maybe it might be worth Paramount cutting their losses if they choose to. If they feel that the show is nothing but basically a financial loss leader, essentially, what they could do is next year, for season 2, they could release all 10 episodes at once. And just don't bother putting much money into marketing. Just release all 10 episodes of season 2 in one go and move on from the show as quickly as possible. Because otherwise, it's just sunk cost, right? And it's having, I think, the show could easily have a long-term detrimental effect on the franchise from a brand perspective. A good Star Trek show could come along in a few years, and how many people are really going to give it a chance? Because Starfleet Academy will have done so much damage to the brand of Star Trek. So, yeah, I think they should really consider cutting their losses on this show. Marketing and promotion of this series is expensive. It's got to be expensive. And if the show is going to end after season 2 anyway, if they're not going to renew it for a third season, and if the viewership drops much further, I really don't think it's worth spending much more money on this show. But it's incredible to think that season 2 is pretty much already in the can. And so that's going to happen. I mean, season 1 shouldn't have happened, but there you go. We're going to get a season 2 of Starfleet Academy. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, the last episode took a lot out of me, to be honest. I haven't done very many videos over the last few days, so you may have noticed. So I'm having to psych myself up for this next one on Thursday. So Thursday is going to be episode 8 of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. I'm definitely a glutton for punishment, but I am taking one for the team here. You know that, right? I am watching this show for you so that you don't have to. Oh boy. Yeah. Terribly exciting. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Dave Cullen Show channel. Hit that notification bell to be notified of future updates. Hit that like button. Take care, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye-bye.